Bitcoin starts Good Friday by dipping below 70K. Is that the beginning of the end? Hello, this is Coach Victor here at Safehouse. How is this week going to end? How is this weekly candle going to close? That will already be very helpful to give us a possible heads up of the price action to expect for the upcoming week. Let's get cooking.
Before you continue, please pause the video and read this trade disclaimer. None of the information contained here is financial advice. This is only for educational purposes.
All right. So here we have the Bitcoin BTC USD pair on Bybit. And we can see that currently right now, at least at the time of this recording, price is dipping below 70K again. So is this a bad sign? Is this a bad thing? Is this the beginning of a major correction that it's going to see a huge drop in price? Well, that could be, but let's have a look at the technicals first and see if we can find out more about what this asset could have in store for us in the coming week. One thing to note is that it is Good Friday today, so it is now an extended weekend. Stock exchanges close today and Monday, so it's going to be a bit more of a sluggish price action for the next 4 days, or that's what's to be expected. So it's very, very interesting to start planning for the upcoming week. Now, Bitcoin has been pretty much going crazy since 40K at the beginning of the year, and here we are now dancing around 70K. That is a big deal. Now, if we compare it, of course, to the old all-time highs from November 21, well, it's right around there too, interestingly enough. Specifically, now we have a new weekly level, a recent one, so we don't have to use the old price action anymore. And that for me remains now a very, very important level for Bitcoin. By the way, if you like what you see, then please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. All right, so zooming into the daily time frame, we have a little bit more detail up here, and everything becomes a bit easier to see, in my opinion, because we can just use that weekly level that we were talking about. And that is, of course, playing a very important role as support right now. So we have a small mini range going on here, but I'm also going to use these two daily levels, especially for the upcoming week, to see if price can make any bold new statements. In other words, everything that stays within this box, then it's just a big fat range and sideways price action that can go on like this for a while. And of course, if you know how to trade ranges, then it can be very lucrative for you. However, if we want to make big term or a high time frame statements, then this daily level has to go, or this daily level has to go. It's like, oh, okay, great. Yeah, which one? Well, that doesn't really matter in the end as a trader. As an investor, it's a different story, but that's not what this is all about. By the way, no financial advice. All of this is just for educational purposes. So as a trader, you're interested in price movements from point A to point B, right? And if we are trying to answer the question about whether things like BlackRock is accumulating 70 billion worth of Bitcoin, oh my goodness, or already has accumulated it, what's going to happen next? Well, I'm pretty sure they haven't been accumulating it at these prices, but much, much lower. At least that's what I would have tried to do in their position. But in any case, that doesn't really matter from a technical analysis perspective. That's the beauty of it, that you can detach yourself from all that stuff. Big fancy news that can be very confusing or induce FOMO, but are absolutely not necessary for technical analysis. So these two daily levels will be very important for me for the upcoming week, because let's say this was the beginning of a bearish scenario, then in order for that to be true, this would have to happen. Price would have to go below that 61.9 area and make a new low and start changing market structure to turn it bearish. In other words, lower lows and lower highs on the high time frame. And you can see that this takes many days, and it's not something that can happen in 5 minutes. Yeah, it's very important to keep this in mind. Okay, but what about the bullish scenario? Well, actually, that one is very, very simple. The most bullish scenario would be to not lose this weekly level, hold it as support, and for price to just start working its way up to the daily level, perhaps initially reject, no problem, but in the end, claim it, flip it, and there you go, new all-time highs. That would be the simplest thing to do. So those are the key levels that I will definitely be paying attention on the high time frame. And of course, for day trades, for scalp trades, it is possible to go into the lower time frames to decide, is there a possible scalp trade when reaching levels like this, and of course also intraday levels. This is the kind of stuff that we also cover in the live trading sessions, which are Mondays and Fridays free on YouTube, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are for the premium members, and they are on Discord in real time, so that you get a real time analysis of what's going on to the second, pretty much. What the premium members also have is, of course, the daily SITREP updates, where they get an overview of the interesting assets for the day in a short and condensed manner. And of course, also access to real-time insights from us here at Safehouse, as well as being part of a community of like-minded traders pushing each other to get better and better every day. All right, another very important key aspect that I want to include today in this video is that rest and reset is very important. So if today so many stock exchanges are closing, that usually bringing so much volume to the market, and Monday there's also at least the European ones are also closed. That's like a 4-day weekend where price action will be more sluggish. The volume readings will be not as reliable. So overall, it's a tough trading environment, even for crypto that is open 24/7. So my recommendation is that you take a nice break, that you enjoy a little bit of time off away from the charts, allow yourself and your mind to reset and come back with fully recharged batteries for another week of trading next week. There will be plenty of trading opportunities. You don't have to decide everything today or over the weekend. Read a book or just spend time with loved ones and friends, and be ready to come back, because the markets will always be there waiting for you, and there's always opportunities to take advantage of. So if you like the content, please hit the like and subscribe button. That does help us out a lot. Thank you very much for tuning in. I wish you a wonderful Easter weekend. I hope that you have a great time, and I'll see you after Easter. Take care. Bye-bye.
Elevate your mastery in trading. Join the Safehouse Vanguard today.